I want to introduce this concept of search intent. Of course, we're talking about the patient. What is your patient's intention as they use Google? Now, before we dive into the specifics of analyzing search intent and adapting your content to it, a word about the importance of Google for your private practice. Now, some doctors tell me, I don't really worry about digital. I don't really worry about my website or Google. I've got my GP referrals and that keeps my practice going. Now that makes sense and I respect that. Yet research shows that patients do their own research and that quite often the GP referral to a specific specialist gets overruled by what happens in Google search. As a patient gets the referral and starts Googling around for all sorts of topics related to the condition, the treatment, or the service, the surgery that you offer, that often changes the next step, which is the choice of a specialist. So search intent is important to understand once you open up to that possibility that you may need a strong online presence for your practice, which is obviously something we can demonstrate with data and case studies. So what is search intent? At different stages in the patient journey, independent of your specialty, there is a different type of intention as the patient goes online on a smartphone, on a laptop or a desktop computer and types something into Google. And understanding this will define how performing and how efficient your online content will be. So let's take a closer look at these different types of search intention. Number one is navigational. I have heard about this doctor and I want to find their practice. Who are they? Where are they? So navigational is very practical. I have already heard about you and basically I want to get in touch. Very important. If the patient gets lost, can't find you, that's not good news. Now, informational research is where a lot of content marketing creates long-term results, because as soon as we hear about a health concern or a condition or a symptom, that's when we start looking up things online. And that's where loads of data and lots of research confirm that patients are doing this, that more than 60% of patients are actually spending a lot of time online searching for information. So the informational search intent is important. The transactional one is important too. This is really about getting to the next step. I want to make a booking. So if your website's really welcoming and makes it easy for the patient to book, then you will have really strong conversions in that department. People who have the strong intention to make a booking straight away. They went online, they had to tick this box, and they had to get this done for themselves or a family member. So that's a transactional search intent. The commercial one is important as well, because that's where your competitive power and your competitive performance sits. When a patient compares the offer, it's not just about value or price or your qualifications, it's the feeling they get when they check you out. Do they really make that important decision to choose you over a competitor? That's your commercial search intent. So on the side of the patient, there's a choice process going on, and if they connect with you straight away, they might stay on your website, read a few more articles, and then make a booking. So your commercial power, so to speak, as a specialist doctor, as a surgeon, as a healthcare professional, lies in your capacity to convert the traffic into a new patient lead. And there's lots of articles, lots of videos here in the Grow feed that you can check out to learn how to do this. Search intent and understanding it is a first important step to make the most of your online presence.